After years of death strikes, ghouls misbehaving, and shouting at his gargoyle, this Death Knight enthusiast has decided it's finally time for a change. But can someone raised on runic power and unholy frenzy find peace, balance, and perhaps love in a life of chi and spinning kicks? Will this be a zero to hero journey? Will I give up at level 16? Can the monk cure crippling depression? I'm gonna find out.
Hey yo, what the
What, expected the Pandaren? You think I like bamboo? Should I take the plunge into panda life? Tell me in the comments below. Maybe we can cure me of my tragically boring human bias. So anyway, I started leveling. Run around, hit things, and loot. My simple 3-step plan. Yeah, I'm a genius, I know. I gently pummeled this training dummy until inner peace was achieved.
You are most welcome.
You're actually leveling, monk?
Out there, past the burned fields and ruined grapes, awaits Kurtok the Slayer. But I'm just Taco, and don't you forget it, you dirty Zugzug. North Shore's chaos is cleansed, the orc menace lies defeated, time to pack up and head out to a much larger world. As I'm heading out, my friend, we'll call the Cringe Panda, invites me to a group. Wonder what he wants.
Do you like my mod?
The staff is towering and arcane. The shoulders are bold and refined. The dress unites the entire Mog together with elegance. 10 out of 10 would smash.
What did you just say?
Thanks.
You are welcome.
How do you like monk after 5 levels?
This Cringe Panda is already wanting a review, but I've only just stepped out of North Shore. Time to lie. Best class in the game. It's curing my depression. Another 10 out of 10. I offer a stream of charming nonsense, but eventually we find ourselves in a prolonged silence, locked in an unspoken stare, until my social anxiety taps me on the shoulder. As I head into Goldshire, I'm distracted by this torture device. Looks like fun. I decide to go to Stormwind and fix my Mog. Now that I look the part, I head back, but oops, I forgot my weapon. I bet it'll be fixed after the cut. Fast forward and it's Hogger time, let's do this. With a single precise strike, I absolutely Shrek this gnoll. Soon the police show up and take him away. I doubt I'll ever see him again.
Light bless you.
Right after that, the Cringe Panda showed up.
Anyways. Have you already dealt with Hogger?
Yeah, I did some karate on him.
That's a shame, I wanted to watch.
Hey yo, what the
Sensing the pull of fate, Hogger barrels forward, somehow free again, defying all logic. To impress the panda, I throw in a few flashy rolls and nimble dodges. Then comes the storm, a barrage of fists, relentless and precise. Hogger gives birth to more minions, but they go down with ease. At last, the beast is quelled again. With Hogger defeated, the Cringe Panda hops up on his huge-ass turtle and waddles away to herald news of my heroism. Westfall is a sun-baked wasteland of dust and disappointment. Muted yellows and browns stretch across brittle, half-dead wheat fields. As a monk, mastery of serenity and self-control, few things bring more bliss than embracing Boxhood. It's not just stealth, it's transformation. Pure Box enlightenment. Our Cringe Panda showed up again. He gives me an interesting gift.
I got something from Bill.
Thank you, Cringe Panda, for all that you do. I finally reached level 15. and at long last can queue dungeons. Time to punch some baddies with strangers.
Have a good one.
Three monks, one path. I step into Rage Fire. Reputation on the line. I must Shrek. Just like that, Distaco's got his first boss. Some sort of glitch, I wasn't top DPS. I see this super sus rock and imagine my surprise. There was a man inside.
Hello there.
A towering lava worm slithers into view. My instincts kick in. Obviously, I punch it. I unleash my usual monk mastery and begin absolutely shrekking the boss. I take pity on the hunter and let him take top DPS. Slagmaw is down, only a bit of trash remains before the real fight can begin. Lava Guard Gordoth looms, fuming, hulking, ready to crush. The hunter jumps the gun, my monk slides in calm and swift, fists flying. And just like that, we saved, Grimoire? The first dungeon was a success. I step into Wailing Caverns with 3 other fellow monks and 1 cat. Eventually, we cross paths with Muyo, channeling his forbidden cow magic. Just then, the cat showed up. Instead of a dead bird, it brought a bunch of raptors. Distaco's fists take care of this problem. This huge-ass Murloc shows up. I don't know what his problem was. Maybe he just wanted a hug. We saved the caverns from their wailing. Not gonna lie, I was not excited for Shadowfang Keep. I have ran this into oblivion on Heroic, but the group moved swiftly and I ended up having a blast. We rip open the doors to Lord Godfrey's chamber and teach him a lesson. Bro has got terrible aim. What is he even doing? Alright, I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel the monk class. Distaco hits level 20. Fist sharper, confidence louder, enlightenment probably achieved. I begin my Zen pilgrimage and literally meditate myself up a mountain and across the world. The Peak of Serenity? It's basically like the Ebb and Hold, but with fewer dead things and more candles. Master Height greets me at the peak, then sends me to track down Master Chang. I do so, then throw down a challenge. On the way to the dueling grounds, he hits me with visions of flame and chaos, all before we even start. Finally, we bow and begin. The visions crackle into reality. Master Chang lights me up like a bonfire. I hesitate, singed but not defeated, slipping free from the blaze just in time. The fight rages on, and when he tries torching me again, this time I'm ready. With monk-like elegance, I roll out of the Inferno and keep the pressure coming. I check back in with Master Height. He hands me a staff I'll never use and a sweet XP buff. Not bad. Unlike the Gloom and Doom Ebb and Hold, the peaks have a portal to Stormwind, so off we go. Let's grab a tabard and finally learn riding, which lets me reunite with my trusty Death Charger. Duskwood is the current grind zone, but it's all about snagging a few levels to freshen up the dungeon queue. With heirlooms and my monk's XP buff, the levels are flying by, so fast in fact the eerie vibes barely have a chance to land. Honestly, I wouldn't mind slowing down a bit, which is absolutely not happening because I just learned Touch of Death, a spell so intense it lets me one-shot enemies by giving them the bird. I go inside this cave and wow, look at this, a tiny bell-sized ogre. Now, it could be a baby or just underachieving, Either way, it has to go. I eventually reach the deepest part of the cave and meet Zerk Vol? Whatever. I flip him off and steal his comically large monocle. Quest turn-ins roll in and bam, level 26. But just as I'm about to queue, I notice Black Fathom Deeps vanish from the dungeon finder. The XP rush strikes again. Mildly annoyed, but not defeated, I pivot back to dungeon grinding. Next up, the Stockades, and who do I run into? Well, it's good old Hogger, looking less like a gnoll and more like a mid-tier raid boss. I've dropped him twice now, but this time he's bulked up and basically running the place. Prison life clearly agreed with him, gains for days. Still, after a fiery brawl and some disrespectful punching, Hogger falls again, 3rd time's the charm. Nomergon is next on the list, and I'm fully in unfamiliar territory. I've barely stepped foot in here before, and suddenly the group is skipping ahead, leaping, bypassing sections like it's a speed run. I just roll with it, not sure what I'm missing, but it seems to work. We reach Executioner 6000. He zaps, we smack, and soon he's a pile of scorched bolts. Then it's time for another drop. I hesitate, looking for a parachute, but all I find is his catfish. I fling myself off the edge and hit the ground into a roll. Points for style. We make it to Mechaneer Thermoplug, Nomer's self-declared overlord. I rearrange his circuits with my fists. Scarlet Halls, another Cataclysm makeover. I'm diving into blind. I stick close to this warrior who clearly knows what he's doing, which is good because monks Sushi and Wasabi go full zoomy and promptly get roasted. With both healer and tank down, guess who's up? Yup, I'm suddenly face to face with Commander Linden and embracing my inner tank.
No, stop! Obey your master!
We feed a man to his dogs before I get completely bitch slapped by one of these Scarlet Guardians. We eventually reach Flame Weaver Kogler, who seems to be deleting his browser history. Looks like someone's been looking up High Inquisitor Whitemane. We take this pyro out. Nomergon again? It's the same glowing mess, but this group is doing a full clear. We help Blastmaster Emmy Shortfuse close her Trog tunnel. Finally, we can go— oh, a second one. Fun. Ooh, this time I find melon juice. How exciting. Another standard jump, except alas, the tank Monchi. He didn't make it. Can we get some Fs in the chat? Level 30, and my fists, they just got a little wiser. Back on the peaks again. This time it's Master Wu I'm here to find. Another step in the journey, another lesson awaiting in the mists of Pandaria. I'm not entirely sure what kind of ancient wisdom Master Wu wanted to pass down, but in the end it felt more like a lesson in fists. Belt acquired, and unlike the staff from before, this one's got actual utility. With it, Distako wraps up the first chapter of her journey. A quick return meditation sends her drifting back to familiar soil. A griffin ride carries me back to Stormwind, wrapping up the first episode of this series. It's been a more ambitious dive than usual, but I've really enjoyed it. If you're enjoying the journey too and want to see more, please subscribe and give a like, maybe even leave a comment to let me know. And I'll see you all next time.